back, everyone, to another episode of the Nikki and Brie show.
That's
And
right.
finally,
Finally, Bree's
I'm
back
back.
in Napa Valley.
Only for a couple days, though. Only here a couple
Okay.
days.
Thank you for gracing your presence here for us people in Napa Valley.
You're welcome. And how excited were you that I got home?
I mean, of course. Well, no, this is the thing. Bree surprises me. She's like, I'm actually coming in. This was Sunday evening. She's like, I'm coming in early. And I was at a barbecue that was literally down the street from our houses. And I go, well, stop by, come get an Aperol Spritz, say hello to the fam. And she's like, no, like I'm kid free. So I'm going home.
Well, that's not what I
And
said.
pretty much.
I didn't say kid free. It's, when you get really excited to get home, I wanted to just get into my house, kind of unpack, look at it. I wanted to go check my garden, which I have 1,000 tomatoes growing and bell peppers
Yeah,
and
our
peppers.
cucumbers are growing like crazy.
It's amazing.
It's
And
amazing.
we got one pumpkin. You have to see my pumpkin.
Oh, okay. But by the way, I never knew cucumbers had spikes.
Well, what kind of cucumber?
A spiky one? I don't know.
I wonder if that's which one you guys
And
did.
it's like a long john.
So would that be the English cucumber?
No, English I thought were short.
No.
I don't know.
I don't know.
All I know, it's Artem's cucumber and it's very long and spiky.
Ooh. But so I didn't want to stop by the barbecue because I was excited just to get home. You know how it is.
Whatever.
I wanted to open up the blinds, light my candles.
I was literally doing my style of Aperol Spritz with Blanc de Blanc, and I know how to make them so perfectly now that you got me hooked on them from SB's Week, and you missed out.
Well, tonight.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, Artem's
I
like,
keep telling
oh,
Artem
no.
every day, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a break, and I
Oh,
will.
shoot, I forgot to take my dose drink today. I started that dose.
Okay, I need it.
It's great. I mean, they taste good. It's all turmeric,
Yeah.
cleaning out my liver. And it's not because I drink too much. It's because I feel like
I'm
I'm
healthy.
healthy and I feel like I might have a leaky gut.
Okay,
I don't know.
well, as we get into it, we're
Speaking
gonna
of livers.
Yeah. We're gonna pop open with some rosé, Bonita, of course, rosé Pinot Noir, Napa Valley. It's our 2021 vintage. So for my rosé fans, go get some on bonitawine.com. And I always suggest pairing it with a raw jalapeno. Slice
Right.
it up, push those seeds out, toss 2 in, maybe a choice of ice, and there you go. You got
it's
summertime on your palate.
And
Cheers,
it's
sis.
perfect Instagram content, everyone.
Always. Cheers. Okay, Brie, because since we are talking about drinking, I got
Oh no.
Artem is on a massive kick. Okay, so I get home, was it last week? Yeah. I was in Anaheim. I was shooting stuff for Barmageddon. I came home and Artem's like, so I don't think I'm gonna drink anymore, like ever again. And I was like, what?
Oh my god.
No.
The world stopped.
I mean, right? I should be so happy about it. But I was like, no. Like, well, I go, well, what do you mean? And he's on a huge kick that I'm going to dive into. But he has great reasons. Of course. He goes, well, for brain health and like, I feel really great. And Artem, by the way, everyone barely drinks, right? Like,
Right.
barely
He really
drinks.
doesn't
So
drink.
I'm like, wow.
So are you here to ask me advice? Because
No,
Brian
yeah,
doesn't drink?
right. Well, so I was like, well, look, like when we got married, you drank. So all I ask is that
How dare you change?
Well, no, but I said, look, I love that you're doing this for your brain health and for your overall health. And I've already known like Artem isn't a big drinker. And I love that because it helps me with my drinking.
Boo,
not
you
that I
got
have
a DD for life now.
Right. Well, no, but listen. So I just said, but you still have to have some wine with me every now and then. Look, it doesn't have to even be once a month.
Enabler.
Oh my gosh. So he's obsessed with Dave Ashbury. Like, I mean, the obsession is so real now.
It's interesting he just jumped on that train.
I've been trying to get him to biohack forever. But you know what? People got to do it on their own. So he started listening to Dave's podcast. He's already Artem, who I never thought was much of a reader, already read 2 of his books.
Did
And
he read
thought
our
it was
book?
the coolest thing. All right. He thought it was the coolest thing that like Dave mentioned me in one of the books because remember he was helping me with the neck. So he texted me from the gym. Oh my gosh, did you know Dave Ashbury mentioned you in his book? And I was like, well, yeah. So he now thinks I'm super cool, which is great. But my house, he checks his mineral levels every morning.
Dang.
He is full on like only we were going to eat somewhere, and because there was not one grass-fed option, he just sat and watched Mateo and I eat, and he waited till he got home to make his own grass-fed steak.
Do you remember when I used to be like that?
Yeah.
I was so strict. Now I'll do a vegetarian
I feel
option.
bad. I kind of got upset at him the other day about it.
For being healthy?
No, because we had okay, so you know how we do our sister Sundays? So I
Mhm.
was doing a Mr. Sunday, and here he and I
Mhm.
have had
A
conversations like
little offended, but
put
that's
me
okay.
put me before Brie. So I was putting him before Brie. It was also because she was in Lake Tahoe. So, um, literally, our whole plan was okay. We were doing 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. That was our day, and I did change it a little bit. We were gonna go straight to the gym when the sitter got there, but instead I wanted to go walk through the vineyards and do an outside walk, and he ended up loving it because that was
Yeah.
like you and I, we always do that, and I've been missing it, or you and me, right? I'd say you and me, I don't know.
You and I.
Yeah, you're right. I think in that one I do. I just
I
always
think
have to double think the I's and the me's of how it is in the sentence. But anyways,
well, because I think you'd use me before, like,
yeah.
if you're gonna I don't know, but it's definitely you
So
and I.
when we
For
get
sure.
to the part of the eating, he literally left me at the pool to eat by myself because there wasn't any options for him. So he had to go to the other restaurant to get eggs. And I was like, "Oh, hell no." And but I didn't do that. I didn't cause a scene. I got a
I
little
don't
quiet and
know.
he goes, "Are you okay?" And I go, "Yeah, I want you to do you. Like go have, the eggs that were just picked from the gardens in the back. Like go, yeah, I want you to have that. I want that for you." But I was like not happy, so I said something later. I waited, I wanted us to enjoy our date, and so I said it when we got home. But
I would acted like a toddler, stomped, did a big cannonball in the pool, and ruined everyone's day.
oh gosh, you would have, but I
Well,
didn't.
can I be honest? I'm used to that life because Brian is very strict with his diet,
Right.
and so I feel like I've always been used to it, and, like, it's definitely tough.
Well, Artem's always been disciplined. I mean, we both
Right.
have always talked to that. We were
Super
happy we
healthy,
had each
but
other, but different
Artem is
level
also a
now.
foodie, so I can see and Brian will
And
do it
he's a
here and there.
chef, right?
He'll go have fun and do that thing. And there is definitely times in the beginning it was hard on me with Brian because I wanted him to cheat with me. I'm like, "Ooh, let's
That's what
get"
I
you
want.
know what I mean? I
Look,
didn't wanna be in it alone.
yeah.
But now that I'm almost gonna be 40, weight's a little harder to lose, and there's just things I do need help with because I do give in very easy
Oh,
to
I
food
mean,
and drinks. I'm
you
just
and I will never do drugs, but when it comes to, I don't want to just say sugar, but when it comes to baked goods
no,
and
not even
anything
baked goods
that's
for me.
said,
Pizza's
yeah,
the big one. I
well, yeah.
can never say no to
I look
pizza. I
at
don't know
pizza as a
why.
baked good though,
Really?
because you bake a pizza.
Looks like dinner to me. But I now appreciate that Brian's like that because I do really feel that it keeps me on my toes. And I do feel like he's made me healthier. So I appreciate it, but it's tough. But that's why you have me.
Okay,
You
well,
can be
so this
bad
is
with
my
me.
thing. Look, so I'm not misunderstood. I love it because Artem and I now plunge together, and it's so fun as a couple.
Yeah.
I love I love doing all the biohacks. Like I got to give Higher Dose some love because Higher Dose is not only have I bought a lot of their products and different things for biohacking, they've sent me stuff. Artem and I have been so dedicated doing it, and
Brian and I are dedicated with higher
it's helped
dose.
me more with our routine, and it's made it more fun. So I am so happy that he is this way.
Yeah.
I just miss the spontaneous moments of, like you said, cheat days, but that's why you and I always have to live by each other because
Yes.
I need someone to cheat with, to
And I,
go have a pizza and be like,
girl, I'm
so
here.
good.
I'm here for all your sinning in
But
life.
I'm like, and I will admit, like, he's even gotten me things like he got me something for my tummy. He goes, "Hey, they say these are good for people who drink and like it helps detox the liver." And I was looking at him like, "Do you think I have a drinking problem?" I'm like, okay, I will admit, sometimes in the summertime, I may have a glass of wine a night. One, I never go over two. Usually it's one, but majority of the time I take Monday through Thursday off.
Gross from the earth.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's my time. But
So,
summertime can get boring at times.
oh,
Not
yeah.
boring, but like the sun's, still out. I put Mateo down. The breeze is now coming through.
That's what I've learned about you and I. We're all about energy. So when the weather's perfect and we're feeling good, I mean, even when it's cold out and there's a great fire, I'm like, I need a glass of red. There's a good fire. It's
Yeah.
chilly. We're very much those people.
We are. And why I feel God did put Brian and Artem in our lives as our husbands, because they hold us accountable for certain things, but they do help us continually detox and not
For
go too out
sure.
of control. Like, I have always said this, God knew what he was doing when Brie and I both got pregnant in the pandemic, because I don't even want to know how much I would have drank, especially if I had no kids or pregnancy in the pandemic. My cellar probably would have been cleared out in 2 months. Like,
Oh, yeah, for
so
sure.
he
I
was
would've went
like,
to rehab
okay,
probably
make sure
after
the
the
twins are
pandemic.
pregnant so
I
they
w
don't
I
drink.
mean, you gotta see me at our block party this past weekend. I was like, I brought in a nice bottle of wine
Did you bake
and
something?
oh, I made my broccoli salad.
That a
If you
girl.
follow me on Instagram, you saw it, and I gave you my recipe.
Her broccoli
Big,
salad is amazing.
amazing, huge hit, gone quick.
You didn't do my cheese rice?
I only
That would
had to
have been a
bring 1
massive,
dish.
massive hit.
I did 1 dish. So someone came out and they were like, "Who made the broccoli salad?" And I was like, "I did." She goes, "You?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
I may be cute, girl, but I can cook.
Right. But then they all saw me throw down a, like, bottle of Sancerre. I was like, "Shit." It was
Damn.
so good, though. I mean, Brian was like, "I think we should go." I'm like, "Oh, there's still some neighbors here. I'm
Oh,
staying." And then I was, like, sprinting home because I didn't wanna be attacked by a bear.
Artem yesterday, we were at a barbecue, and I could tell when I kept making another Aperol Spritz. You guys, I've been so good at cutting myself off at 2. I had 4.
Wow.
But I knew,
How'd you
like,
sleep?
well, I asked him, I go, "Are you gonna have any drinks at all?" And he goes, "No, I'm not drinking." So I don't know why I got like fired up.
Oh, yeah, you did.
He was in the pool. He knows I'm a little insecure about my body right now, so I didn't want to be in a bathing suit at the barbecue. So he's like, "Don't worry, I'll be in the pool with Mateo." So like all I
Oh my
game
gosh.
over.
Game over. You don't have to watch the kid.
I
You have a
sat
DD
I was having more
party.
fun by the
Oh my
appetizer
gosh.
table. I was sitting because Mateo and Artem were still so close. I was drinking my spritz, feeling good weather. I was like arm length enough for someone brought in, just like, you know how you have your salsa section of your garden. So Katie does the same thing. She had her homemade salsa out, and then Brie, she takes a certain chili she does. She does homemade hummus and does some makes the chili into a sauce and drips it on top.
That's amazing.
I was arm reach for homemade
Oh,
tortilla chips and the dips. I'm
yeah.
Aperol Spritz. Daddy's in the pool with Tay Tay. Mommy was so happy.
That sounds like heaven. Oh my
That's why I
gosh.
kept texting you, telling you to stop by.
Yeah, but I loved being home. And then
We get it.
yeah, it
Okay.
was really nice. And it's so funny that you say that because at the block party, I had to watch Buddy. Brian and I were both on Buddy and we'd take turns. But I'm like, Brian, that kid just gives me anxiety when we're at houses
Mm,
because they had these balls out. They had certain games for adults, but guess who wants to throw?
yeah.
But then one of the neighbors, it was really sweet. But he would like throw it into the woody area, like it's all where all the
Woody.
trees, like forest area.
I wonder if that's a word.
Woody
I mean, Woody is
or
like talking
woodsy?
about boner,
Woodsy.
but yeah, you said like woodsy. There you go.
Yeah,
You said woody
woodsy.
area, and I was like, I don't think
You're
that's
just
in
picturing a
reference
bunch of boners. Just
hanging from trees.
okay. So
I mean, it is crazy how they did name Woody the woodpecker. I mean,
it is, and the way he
people.
laughs, he actually kind of laughs like a pervert too,
Oh gosh. Well, I wasn't thinking that, but I was just like
right?
Woody and a pecker. Like,
So Woody the woodpecker.
yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of twisted things
I know.
of cartoons
But
back
we're
in the
not going to
day.
go there.
But yeah, because I mean, Little Mermaid supposedly castle
Okay.
is
Like a dick. No.
I paused it a million times. It
I
does look
know.
like a penis.
Yeah. They totally did that. Which, how pervy are you? Like, why?
Why? So you adults laugh? Like, because no one laughed.
No.
Weirded people out.
Yeah.
No one wanted to see the little Dicky and under the
The
sea.
little Woody, yeah, under the sea. Because we know it's not like that when
Yeah.
it's under the sea.
We exactly, especially when that
We
water is cold,
know.
which the ocean is not
You know what
warm.
I mean?
Yeah.
That's like a cold plunge.
So I totally forgot what I was gonna say. But
But he was in the Woody area,
oh no, he
which
just
you
kept
meant Woodsy.
yeah, that story is long gone.
Actually,
What?
weren't you just on, was it $1,000 Pyramid? You know, I didn't get to see your episode because you told me the wrong day.
No, I said
I think you
Sunday.
told me the day before.
No, I didn't.
How
Well,
did you do, Brie?
so
I'm dying to go on that show.
you
Like,
need to go on it.
one, I love the fact that Michael Strahan's the host, and I need to go on that. Well, originally I was supposed to go with you. And then I was
Yeah,
filming
we're supposed to go
Armageddon,
right.
and we couldn't do the dates.
So, yes, I was just on $1,000 Pyramid on ABC, and I didn't do the greatest. I mean, I did good. I went
I feel
against
bad, but it doesn't shock me.
Ross Matthews. Okay, when we practiced, I actually did really good. And when
Oh gosh.
I did do good in the game, but
Of
there
course
was
she did good when no one saw.
but I will say this, it's way harder once you're out there. But there is a clip. Can I show you?
Okay.
That forever has to live in TV world that I'm so embarrassed about.
Really? That would be what you'd be embarrassed about in all the TV stuff you've done?
Whatever. Okay.
Okay, let's see it. I haven't seen anything.
You haven't.
No. Brie.
Oh my
Brie.
look at the guy so disappointed.
You suck. I want to like cry laugh right now.
Wait, you don't think that looks
Brie,
like
that's
Coma?
Coma. Coma is one M.
I know. Now I know. Okay, can I tell you something?
How
Now,
did you not know that?
okay, can I just be honest with right now when I looked at it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's Coma. When you're out there and your brain's working, because this wasn't in the beginning.
No, I think you might be the only one that
Oh my
thought COMMA is coma.
Can we just send it real quick to my husband? I want to see his reaction. Okay, so I'm
Yeah, your
embarrassed.
partner hated you. He had
Hated.
the
Did you see
look
his
of
face? I made him
disgust.
lose. Okay, so
That's
it's
sad. Okay, maybe I don't want to do it. I don't know.
you guys. Does everyone think I'm dumb?
Oh, well, do we think or
Does that tell everyone I'm dumb? I'm just
Y-
not educated.
beyond? Yeah. That looked like yeah, that girl on the streets who never made it to college.
Okay, well, I never joined the spelling bee. Never even tried.
Brie,
I've always been a bad
comma.
speller.
It's comma. That's like saying like, I don't know,
Oh
like
my
that was so easy out of all of them. But
oh,
how
it
would
brings
you
tears to
wait?
my eyes.
But I would love to know how would you describe comma?
I would say what makes you pause in the middle of a sentence.
Okay, good girl.
Yeah.
That's
Don't
good.
say good girl like I'm like a child. Oh, wait,
Well, we all just saw the clip.
let me just sip to my embarrassment.
I mean, Michael was even like helping you, like telling you
I
pretty
know.
much, boo, it's not about someone who's not awake.
But when you're out there, I will tell you you're stuck in it. Like it's weird. Your brain is somewhere. Like no one can come
I feel bad. I feel like actually, if you and I went against each other, that no one would win money.
in. Oh my
Or actually, it
gosh.
would be fun because actually one of us would have to win. So,
Well, if we had Bella brains and I could exercise my brain
right. Well,
more.
we need to bring that back, but we have to rename it.
Oh yeah,
It's,
Bonita brains.
I mean, I feel like if we have Bonita Army and it was Bella Army and it was Bella Brains, then we just go Bonita Brains.
Or we can say, are you smarter than Brie and Nikki?
Yeah, actually, that's what it should be.
Everyone would be like, yes, we
Nikki and
are.
Brie Brains. Yeah,
Oh
we
my
gotta.
gosh.
We have to think about that.
We really do.
So, question: have you seen Barbie?
No, because up at the lake, it hasn't come up yet.
Well, I it hasn't come out here in Napa Valley, but I already bought tickets for when it does. Which I got you and
When,
Brian tickets, but you told me now you guys aren't here. It's like
well,
August 12th.
I might be here.
Mm,
Maybe. We'll
okay.
see.
How
But
about How Incredible it's doing?
so this morning, after my run, I was walking after and I'm like, oh, I want to see the reviews. I always love like reading all the
Yeah.
reviews from like
Rotten
legit sources,
Tomatoes. Yeah.
all of it. And everyone has put over the Barbie movie.
Well, because it's totally not what people expected.
Right.
It actually what the memes I was seeing is what you think how you're gonna leave when you watch Barbie and then how you really leave.
I mean, people
But
were said they cried, they felt inspired, they were
yeah,
moved, they laughed, they were
it's
blown
very
away
pro
by Ryan
women.
Gosling and Margot Robbie. I was just like reading everything. I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Well, and I love the fact that this film was directed by a woman and it had an incredible opening day, then an even more incredible weekend. And I'm thinking this time right now, like we have Women's World Cup going on right now, right? And like I just love all the commercials I'm seeing because you have these top men, whether it's NFL basketball, but they're talking about like what the women do. Then I think of like Taylor Swift, for instance, when
Right.
you
She's
hear
killing it.
well,
Jeez.
what her tour has just done for the economy alone It's like they were, like, doing market research and that it could have, in the end, added $5 billion. This is one female artist and what she's created.
Incredible.
Incredible. And then I think of what this female director, Greta Gerwig, has done alone just for cinema and movies and, in an era where people aren't really, making this kind of money. And
Right.
so I just
It's
love it.
yeah.
And that she's, it's kind of shown the world. I feel like people put Barbie down for so long, but it just shows you the true love people do have for Barbie.
Well, that's what was so interesting to me because I felt for so long everyone was kind of being like, Barbies show little girls that you have to be perfect, you have to be real thin." And it really always was about the blonde hair and the girliness. But I think this movie kind of showed everyone came out and wanted to put on their Barbie clothes, have Barbie parties, do the whole shebang. But Barbie meant a little bit more than just that to
No,
people.
she did.
It
Big time.
wasn't about
Barbie probably was the
image.
first influencer of being aspirational. Do you know what I mean?
Well, and I think
You wanted the Malibu mansion and the car and the
yeah.
guy and the outfits.
But did we really want that or was it fun to play with? It was like Barbie was fun to cut off all her hair, let's be honest, and to put all these different clothes on, to like talk and have our imaginations go wild. Like I never
Well,
sat
no,
there
I
and put
think
her in a convertible and been like, one day in my 20s, I want a pink convertible. I
right.
never thought about
Well, I
that.
mean, I wanted a pink Bronco in high school on the Barbie or in the license plate say Barbie, remember?
Yeah, but you're so different
Oh,
than
okay. Well, you just saw the world all come out in pink outfits
no, I
and
know, but what I'm saying is
everyone on
I
Instagram.
feel like Barbie got a little heat for a couple years for something that wasn't that true.
I don't know. I can't wait to see the movie,
Me too.
especially now seeing all the reviews and just hearing that there's an incredible story to it.
Right.
Um, and I just love seeing women kick ass. And so seeing women, whether right now it's in sports, it's in music, or it's in entertainment, film, and TV, like women are just kicking ass. And
Right.
I like love that.
I 100% agree.
Hmm.
So, well, it'll be fun when we go to Barbie and then we can actually
I can't
like
wait. I
talk
know, like
about it.
talk more about it.
I know. I just I was happy for them. And I
Well,
for some reason love Margot Robbie. There's something about her.
I love Margot Robbie. I've always loved her. I think in every film she's done, I've always felt drawn to her because I think she's an incredible actress and of course she's gorgeous, like
Yeah.
looks so perfect. But she kind of reminds me of when Charlize Theron came out and like all those different movies. I felt like she was able to transform into so many different characters and
Yep.
Margot Robbie
Yep.
kind of reminds me of the same
Yeah. And
as
just
like
think when she
Charlize
talks, she
vibes.
has this Australian accent.
I know, so cute.
Yeah. And
Well, you know who I feel like is the brand new Ken of Hollywood?
who?
Actually, of the world.
Who?
Tom Brady.
Oh my goodness,
I
yes.
feel like I just like
That guy
he is the
lives in the
number.
news.
I wish like this is dreams, but that there would be like a celebrity version of like The Bachelor and like we could have Tom and just to see all the celebrity women that would like want to
Oh my
join. I
gosh.
mean, I would
I would
watch
pay
that.
money for that.
Me too. I would actually pay money every night to watch that
Yeah.
for
But
sure. But I feel like we actually are.
I know, which is sad
It is sad.
because he didn't sign up for it. He's not getting paid for it.
Well,
And the paparazzi are literally hanging out outside of his house.
no, that part sucks. But I mean, when you start to go to the big mainstream parties and you're hanging around the mainstream people in the way of like the people that like paparazzi shots, that's just what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You're talking about Irina, right? Is who came out his
Yes.
front door.
Yep.
She had the whole thing with Kanye. He was at Michael Rubin's party being photographed with other people, but still gives no one a right to shoot
No
people
one.
coming out of his door. But hey, remember, that's why one of the main reasons why I wanted to leave LA when I got pregnant with Mateo, because how many times would they shoot me in front of Artem's front door, bending over, grabbing mail, putting our address out there?
I mean, crazy.
That's when I got to the point I was like, Artem, like, I can't, they would just hang out in front. I was like, I can't do this anymore. And then I got on a lawsuit with one and I lost and he won because I posted photos he
I remember
posted and
that.
he goes, those are mine of me that he didn't even ask to take.
I'll
And I
never
was like,
understand all
I
that.
am done. I am done with that part. And I just told
I
Artem,
remember
I
that.
can't raise a kid here knowing paparazzi's just hanging out front and gonna take photos of him without asking. But
Well,
they'll win in court.
yeah. And this is my thing. Like, I've known a lot of people who went through a divorce and afterwards they have fun. They're all
Oh,
of a sudden are single
he
and
should
they have
live
a
it
lot
up.
of fun. And so I get it. Live it up. I mean,
So, I mean, I
it's a
guess we
great,
could say, I mean, she did leave in the morning. So, pretty much Tom Brady and Irina had sex.
or it was a really long business meeting and they were building vision boards and coming up with
They had
something
sex.
very
Let's just
inspirational.
visualize it for a second. I mean, I could
Or
see it.
maybe not. I mean, yeah, visually that'd be really
Come
fun to
on.
think about.
Think of your age. Think of their
I
age.
mean, I so would. Yeah.
If you're going over to someone's house and you're having drinks and it's come on. I mean,
Like Tom
you
Brady.
guys.
So you're saying you just because Tom Brady, like you're there. It's like might as well.
Well, no, I mean, if I'm going to a man's house and I'm gonna have drinks, more than likely, yes, I'm going to have
But
sex
this
with
is the
him.
only thing is that they
That's
can't
there's
go out
nothing
on
wrong with
they can't
that.
go to Nobu Malibu and go on a date
No, they
because then the whole
probably
world's
had
like their
dinner.
boyfriend girlfriend.
They probably had dinner, but usually in the past, when I was single, if I was staying the night at a guy's house, it's because we had sex. I fell asleep. I woke up the next morning. I got dressed and I went home.
But I'll say this: there's also very respectable people who are like, you know what?
You're
You
right. He
drank a
slept on the
lot.
couch. She
Yes,
slept in the
there
bed.
could be like you drank a
Well,
lot.
that's boring.
Sleep
I'm
in
not
my
going to think
bed,
about that.
and
I'm
I'll be
going to
on the
think
couch.
about them having beautiful sex,
Well, and I
crazy
was
sex.
yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. People can
No, that's what I'm trying to tell
have
you.
yeah sex whenever they want.
If anything, it would bum me out if they didn't have sex.
I wonder if Tom's good in bed.
I know.
I
I
think
wonder.
so.
I mean, I look at those Hertz commercials and I'm not crazy about the one of him jumping on the couch. I felt bad when Artem and I first saw it because it comes on. We've been binging The Bear on Hulu.
Is that not amazing?
Yeah,
I've told you
even though
forever to watch
I
it.
know, but the yelling does get to me. It's a lot of yelling,
But that's
but
how kitchens
it's,
are.
I know, but it's incredible. Hey, look, I think some of the best
Wait
acting
till you see
right
the
now
end.
of season one or two.
One.
Two. I already did.
Oh, you did.
I'm on season two,
Oh,
boo.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, Oh, but so Tom Brady's Hertz commercials always come on. And his last one just made me laugh. How he like jumped on. He was doing like mocking Tom
Yeah.
Cruise. But it's
Oh,
so when you
but he's
say
too tall
that,
for that.
no, but so I when I look at that on how he jumped up and down, and then I try to picture that in the bedroom.
You can't judge someone jumping on a couch how they are in the bedroom.
But I
That's
find
not
weird ways to judge, like not judge people, but to like find like
that's
to
not
try
fair to
to.
Tom.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tom. No, I
um,
think Tom's a great guy. And you asked me, do I think he's good in bed? I do think Tom would be good in bed. He's an
so
athlete. I feel
I
like all athletes are good in bed.
I follow Giselle on Instagram, not Tom. I really love
I
Giselle
love
and what
Giselle.
she does for the environment and the awareness she brings constantly
I wonder what she thinks of all this.
about the Amazon forest. I do too. I'm like, it has to bother
Oh
her.
my God, I feel like, are we being obsessed over celebrities right now?
Who cares? It's kind of
It's
fun.
fun to talk
But
about.
I will say this. She's a supermodel and Irene's a supermodel. So
Irina.
Irina is a supermodel. So I wonder if, that would bug a little bit.
Yeah.
It'd be
Oh,
like if all of a sudden
oh, for
Brian
sure.
started to like all of a sudden
Date
he was
another
caught with one
wrestler.
of the other wrestlers, like we had divorce.
Oh, and
I
they're
would
like the
be maybe
same
a little
era.
bothered.
Aren't Giselle and Irina like same era kind of supermodels?
Oh,
I feel like
gosh,
they
they
start
might
out,
be.
yeah. Who would you, okay, if you had a choice, this is act like you're single.
Oh my gosh, you always do this.
Bradley Cooper, Tom Brady, who would you choose?
Bradley Cooper.
Me too.
Yeah, for
For
sure.
sure.
Sorry, Tom.
But like Bradley Cooper, like from Shallow before like he got, well, he was kind of always suppressed. So like Bradley Cooper with a guitar.
No, I even think like Bradley Cooper before that, like when
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't
No, yeah.
like A-Team Bradley Cooper. I
Oh,
think of
yeah.
like good, and I also liked him in where was he? Where he was that crazy Eagle fan.
I know what was that, but he was really good. I
Yeah,
mean,
and
he's
with
good in
Jennifer
so
Lawrence,
much.
the one Silver Lining.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So yeah, and Tom seems like he's great. Just maybe a little too clean cut for me.
Yeah. Too proper.
Is it proper?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
he's
The
a little too
world,
clean cut.
Brie.
He might judge me every day if I don't get dressed.
No, I don't.
No,
Well,
I don't know.
maybe. I
Maybe,
don't know.
maybe
Maybe.
not.
Well, well, by the way the paparazzi's going, we'll know his next move. I would love. Can you imagine if he has another girl like in a few nights coming out like the back door,
I kind of hope because I need to make all of us feel better about ourselves.
right? That he does that stuff.
Yeah, I think it'd be good. So I know I'm going to bring this up right now, and you're going to be like, "Ugh." but it's been big conversations in my house.
The boy's birthday party?
Well, yeah, the boy's birthday,
How
but
you always wanna
also
overdo it, and they're gonna be 3?
it's not that well, one. Okay, so we are gonna talk about the boy's birthday party first right now because you're saying that. Not that they want to overdo it. This is what I was trying to explain to you that you weren't understanding. So Nicole and I have been planning the boy's birthday, and Nicole just wants like two people and do nothing.
That's not it. I don't care having, like, close family or even friends, but you, like, wanna, like, throw invites out.
No,
Like
I don't.
okay.
I just want family and friends, but I like a theme. I like decorations. And
I do too.
yeah, you kind of made it feel like you didn't.
You, like, wanted backdrops. That's just absurd.
I thought there would be some fun stuff and some cute things. And you have to understand, Buddy sees Birdie's birthday. And so, we walked into the block party this past weekend, and Buddy goes, "My birthday party."
Oh gosh, well, then you're in trouble.
Oh, when we left, when Brian took Buddy home first, Buddy started crying. He goes, "I don't want to leave my birthday party."
Oh, okay, fine, we'll go big,
It
but
just
I
he
don't wanna
sees
go that
Bird. No,
big.
we're not gonna go that big, but he sees Birdie have a birthday party,
And
and
I
then
get it.
he can't wait for balloons and for it to
Tayo's
be.
just shy too, which is hard. He gets overwhelmed, so I don't
It's
want it
just
to
gonna
be
be
too
only
overwhelming.
family.
Yeah, I just don't want him to be like
I'm just talking about decorations. We're gonna do Mateo and Buddy's pizzeria,
okay.
and we're
It
doing a
is gonna be
pizza
really cute. The
party,
pizzeria is a
and
cute.
and we're gonna
They're
have
gonna decorate aprons,
yes, we're gonna have a
and
table.
our
They have their
boys
own
love pizza,
aprons.
so that's why we're doing pizza party.
So fun. We have a really great little bouncy house,
Yeah.
and it's just gonna be a lot of fun.
All right. Fine.
Gosh. So,
As long as we're just not, it's like, no, we're not hiring a company. We're not doing balloons. We're doing that for our 40th birthday bash that's coming in
oh
November. I
yeah,
mean, that is going to be the party of the party,
for
party
sure,
of the
we're gonna be
century.
super selfish and not do anything for our boys and leave it all for us.
Oh, right. They're turning 3.
Okay, all I want to do is get cute pizzeria
I know, and I agreed to it all.
decor.
It's fine. But
Gosh.
you guys, her original Pinterest mood board for the boys' birthday party was not just that.
Okay, but could you imagine? Well, yeah, you're right. If it was left to just me to do it, it would be more than what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I did want it really cute. And
I put a no to it.
well, I get it, but at least we're still having some decor.
Of course. Some decor. We're hanging paper pizzas
No, a happy birthday sign. We got that really cute
with paper
tablecloth.
pizzas. Brie and Artem
Whatever.
loved it. I let them go with their thing. I
And I
wasn't
came up with the
crazy about
apron
it,
idea, and like all the kids get to color their own little cute little
which is cute.
aprons.
Oh,
That's
you
a
know what?
cute
For the boys,
idea.
we should give them the chef hats.
Oh, I already got, Buddy has one.
Oh, well, Mateo doesn't have one, and he's a birthday boy.
Okay, so now you want to go big.
Well, no, but I want to put some type of birthday hat
I
on
mean,
him. So if he's gonna be a pizzeria chef, well, I want him to
right.
have a
Well, I
Luigi.
told Brian, I go, I kind of want to put a mustache on him. And Brian's like, oh no. But I was like, how
See, this
cute.
is
And
what
I go,
happens. This is what
and then
happens.
for his like post, which Brian's like, don't ever like do things for Instagram. But if I was like, here's the pieces of Buddy from the last year to him turning 30 or something. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh gosh. Oh, see, that's not me.
Ah, I love Pinterest. Don't even mess with
I
me.
love it too, but not to put a mustache on my son and think of IG cover stories.
Do you remember when we did the Adams Family and I put the mustache on
It
Buddy?
was
It was
super cute.
perfect.
I know. It was great.
Maybe I just do it real quick. Like maybe I like put a little
No,
sticker
yeah,
one or
totally.
something.
Quick for a photo.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But I think Buddy would be into it because he sees Birdie get into it. So he's kind of now,
Yeah.
you know, loves it.
No, I get it. All right. Well, y'all stay tuned to see what we do and how it goes.
I know. It's like a couple weeks.
No, Brie, less, boo.
What do you mean?
I had this Friday to Tahoe to celebrate next
Oh
week.
my gosh.
Literally, Mateo, Mateo, next this coming Monday is going to be 3, and Buddy this coming Tuesday is going to be 3.
Yeah, Buddy's birthday is 8 days away. Teo's 7.
My God, my baby's going to be 3.
Oh, but it's actually it's sad. It's sad when they grow up, but it's also really nice because you
No,
see
I
their
get it.
personalities and
It's just it goes by fast.
it really does.
Everyone is right when they say that. Even though I feel like the days and the years go by fast, but it goes by so fast.
I know. It does. But
It's crazy because I feel like Artem and I have had so much talk about baby number 2, and I'm just so torn. Like, I just a big part of me is like, no, but there's just that small part that like would love to have another child,
Oh my gosh, I
but
held a baby the other week.
and got baby fever.
Ah, the smell of the head
Mhm.
and
And
just
it's not the pregnancy part. That's the easy part because like they're just baking in the oven, right? It's the
that first
after
year. That first year is tough.
the space, the time, the all of it. Yep, it's tough.
Yeah.
But then the first year stuff, and then you go straight into teething and
Right.
all the things. So we'll see.
I
So what
agree.
did you like not want to bring up? What were you saying?
No, well, in my household the last week, the big combos,
Oh
what they
God.
have been about these heat waves.
I mean, they've been pretty
I mean, I
massive.
feel like Brian's just
But what's
gonna,
wild is we have all these heat waves, and then did you see what happened in Italy? The
well,
flooding with hail.
no, I know. Well, there's been a lot of flooding too, but the chaos of just the weather everywhere. I mean, poor Brian. I'm like,
It was
Brian,
hot.
don't. I see the anxiety building.
The,
But this is what he and I were talking about. Because Brian was like, do you think people look at this? You're like, huh, something feels off? Or does this, Brian's like, or
uh,
does everyone think this is normal?
I hope people realize. I mean, no offense. And look, if people are listening and you disagree with me, that's a part of the world, right? We all aren't going to agree. That's even in my marriage. But how can you not think there's something going on with the world when we have heat waves like this? Yes, it is definitely due to consumption, us being consumers and plastic, and we're ruining the
World?
the world,
But then,
day by day. And look, but are we all supposed to be perfect? No, this is the part of living. We could all do our small part, which ends up being a big part. But like, I think where people get anxiety and you fall into this, it's like, we all need to be perfect and it's all going to be
no,
fine.
we don't think
But,
that.
well, no, but meaning like people get like anxiety and then I think they get so pushed away from it. So they go the exact opposite and they're just not going to think about it to help make a change.
No, I think what it is that a lot is left to our leaders, world
Right.
leaders.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's hard on a lot of people who think like Brian and I is that change needs to be done. And there's a lot of people doing little changes, but it's the leaders that have to do the big changes. And
The
unfortunately,
laws,
yeah,
like,
the big changes don't have dollar bills behind it.
well, that's the thing.
So,
Look, we are in a world where money is the power and
and
all
people
of us
will
can fight it. And
roast to death just to have money in the bank.
well, what's crazy is just for like the two people to have money in the bank.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, you're going to be gone in like 20 years. Like,
Yeah.
what is up?
And you probably hate your family. You're not even gonna leave them the
Yeah,
money.
but we all don't think the same. I wish they could have a brain like mine and just like have that thought of like, why do you need it all for yourself? But no, you're right. I always think about that. Like, why can't we just make these easy laws of like, hey, you can only make this amount of cars a year and you can only make this amount of clothes a year and you can only do this. And you know what's crazy is if we were to have those laws, do you understand how much that would help people with mental health so they don't have to feel like they're keeping up with the Joneses?
Right.
If we just had those simple laws of consumerism, whoa,
Good
it
change.
would change the world so drastically alone with just mental health. We need that stuff.
How the one clothing company overseas, Zen or what's it called?
Sheen.
Sheen,
It's
has
like the
not been shut down blows my mind
I know.
beyond.
But they're like, I feel like now, and I don't know if it's just because I heard that story, but I see him now everywhere. Advertisements everywhere for him.
Oh, I know because I think I clicked what looking at them, so I see it. But please don't buy Sheen, you guys. Don't buy it.
Well, they're what? I'm like kind of confused about it. They're a big corporation
No,
that
you can go to
owns
their
a bunch of
website.
little stuff, right?
I think so. But they also, I think, have their own website and
And their whole
everything.
thing is they own like factories, but they have like
No, their whole thing is they come out with
kids.
like different fashion every week or something.
So they're like the main for fast fashion.
Beyond, yes.
And they have like kids and they force people to work like insane
Yeah,
hours for
supposedly
like
like they were
pennies.
yeah, I don't
They
know.
like hid people when the influencers came.
Yeah, there's some weird. And you never know
Yeah.
what's real and not with that kind of stuff, but yeah. Sheen, everyone just don't buy it. Do the world a favor. And I
Honest.
mean, how about the picture of the polar bear literally playing with a plastic water bottle
I mean,
and then
it's
like
so sad.
drinking it? And it's like,
Like a Coca-Cola commercial
it
coming to
actually,
life.
it's what it reminded me of those Coca Cola Christmas commercials with the polar bear. And it was a blue plastic water bottle. So I don't know what brand that was.
It just seems, and I could be wrong, but I feel like it just seems so easy to like. Like, make these changes. Like, I don't know. Like, look, I even think I don't know. There's so many thoughts I have that I like have to at times be careful what I say because I have such a big mouth. And it can get me in trouble. But I just I guess I get it. I don't have $1 billion. But I just guess I know what kind of person I am. And I know when enough is enough in the way of like, am I not taking care of everything around me on what I'm making money from? Like, look, if Bonita, which I pray, I'm not gonna lie about it. I hope this is like $1 billion industry, but I would know how to give back in a way of like, you and I think a lot like Native Americans of like the land is giving it us. So how do we give back to the land?
Right.
And I just wish more of our corporations would do the same to even human beings. The human beings are the reason why we're billionaires. So how do we give back to the people?
Yeah.
How do we keep them safe and healthy? And the same with any farmers. Like, hey, I'm a $1 billion produce company. So how can I give back to land and beyond of what it's provided me? Like, oh, can you imagine if everyone thought like
Oh my
that?
gosh, there's a couple companies that do this, and it kind of makes me laugh. And they'll go 1% to the planet. And I go, "Oh, 1% to the planet. So we use them, destroy them. We're going to give them 1% and we'll keep
I know.
99." I mean, I'm like,
And
I
what's crazy
know I'm
is
not smart. We all
those
saw it.
yeah, and those people, if they were just even to give 50%, they'd all still get yachts.
Yeah.
You could still go to the south of France in the summer, put up your yacht and compare. Do whatever it is you wanna do. All those people could still have all those things.
Right.
That's like what shocks me. They get so like scared that they're gonna be like us normal people, like, oh no, I'm not
And
gonna I
people
don't know.
wouldn't consider you normal. So,
I know, and people
and
are probably cringing hearing me say this because, like, I do well. I work hard for my money. I'm not gonna lie. Like that whole like I work hard for my money.
yeah.
I freaking grind. I'm not. I'm a hustler, but I give back to a lot, and I
Yep.
do my thing. So I get it could be hard for some people to hear me say this. I get frustrated with the people above me and above them,
Oh, for
and
sure.
just because I guess I also do know people who make a lot of money and that do give back, and I see the great change they've made. So when I see ones that have a crazy amount of money, I'm like, "Oh, come on.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah.
You could do so much good. It's just a little bit." It's just I feel, yeah. I don't
Nope.
know.
I agree with you. I'm sure a lot of our listeners do too. So, but I say that we
Okay.
stop boring everyone to death,
I know. They're like,
but
just
we get
have
into it. I
fun.
mean, and this is literally like every day, Brian and I, like over our coffee, like we'll just talk exactly like this.
Yeah.
And we'll just, and I think everyone does that. And whether it's with their spouse or their best friends or whatever. And then you just feel like, okay, how are we going to solve world problems today?
Right.
So I think it's fun. I think all of us every day are trying to solve world problems, which is great.
No,
And
it's great. It's great to have these conversations.
it is. And it's fun.
I
And you know what?
know.
Maybe one day we will
I
solve world problems.
no, I think everyone will. I see a lot of people are trying.
But we're not going to end our episode giving you all anxiety. Instead, we're going to
That's
end.
what Bree's such a pro at, FYI.
Yeah, come to happy hour with me and I'll scare the shit out of you.
No, get on a text thread with her and she'll scare the shit out of you. I'm like, I've had to block her on
By the
things.
way, you started scaring me. I started losing sleep because
Well,
you go in like these crazy like news dark holes. I'm not even going to go
yeah,
there and you freak the f out of me.
I do.
But we're not going to freak anyone out. Instead, we're going to end
That's
our
why I'm on threads, not Twitter.
we're going to end our episode with a little inspiration and affirmation. I feel like there is no one better to end this episode than Barbie herself.
Oh my gosh, I'm a Barbie girl
In
in
a
a
Barbie
Barbie
world.
world.
Life in nope, not plastic. I will say
Okay, but
this.
do my boobies count as plastic? Oh wait, yours too. We both are sitting here with
I
plastic.
thought it's silicone, not plastic.
Well,
I will say this, Barbie, I love you, but I did not know that a lot of the Amazon gets cut down for Barbies. A big
oh
thing came out, but anyways,
no.
I'm
Buy
not
vintage Barbies,
yeah,
everyone.
I'm not going to leave you all with anxiety. Instead,
But she kind of threw it in there, right?
get your sparkle on, show this world where you belong. Barbie.
Ooh, Barbie, that was good, Barbie. I
Yes.
like that. Well, you know what I love about that is your sparkle can be so many different things. It can be how your brain works,
Right.
how you're going to change the world, maybe someone's beauty. whatever talent that may be, that's what a sparkle is. It's your talent, and you're gonna, whatever talent God gave you, you're gonna change the world. But you're on that path and journey to find out what that talent is. And when I say talent, I mean purpose.
For sure. And I think I look at all my friends and my family members, and everyone has their own little sparkle that I love. And that when they walk into a room, they
Yeah.
give a little bit of that to everyone. We all know our brother comes into a room with a lot of energy, and everyone's always like, gosh, I wish I had his energy.
Yeah.
And, we have friends that are really funny or say really sweet things, or, it's
Someone has
an,
that laugh. Like,
yes,
it's so true. It's what makes the world go round. Everyone
it
has their own little
does.
thing, their own little charm.
Yeah.
Sparkle's like your own little charm.
And
It's
so,
crazy. Sparkle can mean so many things,
yeah.
right?
What's my sparkle?
Your laugh, but you're fun. You come in with a lot of energy too.
I do.
Like you have a light. You come in, you light up a room. Your presence is strong.
And
You
that's like,
know that you're there.
yeah, you
Yeah.
too. And
Yeah.
because you have no filter, you say like funny shit.
Yeah.
And then like everyone feels comfortable
Right. Everyone's like, "Oh,
immediately.
good. I was
Yeah.
thinking the same thing, and
And
now
then all of a sudden
I could say
they,
what I want in front of her."
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm very judgment free. I do not judge anyone.
Oh gosh,
And
neither
you
do
could
I.
talk to me about anything, like any type of subject, and I'm not one I don't it's I
Your
appreciate
opinion's
people's
your own
yeah.
opinion.
I've always appreciated people's views and beliefs because I know we all come from different backgrounds.
Right. I agree
Oh,
with
well,
you.
sis, this was
Well,
fun. I'm happy you're back in Napa.
thank you.
So let's continue the wine tasting.
Yeah, and let's go throw the boys a really fun party.
Oh gosh,
You
pizzeria.
know it.
That's amore. All right, everyone. Until next week, you all have fun, stay safe, enjoy your summer.
Yes, and look for our videos on the Nikki and Brie Show IG page, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube.
Make sure to check Brie out on $100,000 Pyramid on ABC. I'm sure you could go stream it so we could all laugh and check out her epic failure on that
Yep.
show. Your poor partner. My goodness. You should pay him. You should give him money. I'm just kidding. Like,